You know, you're not a wussy if you want to wear chaps and helmets and anything you want to wear. Whatever makes you feel comfortable and more safe, that's great for you. Me, I feel like it's quite encumbersome to wear all that junk. And there's going to be people that yell at me for not doing this and not doing that, not wearing this, not wearing that. But I'll tell you what, this is the real world, folks. Okay? This is not Hollywood land. This is not somebody that used to live in, you know, Dallas or Connecticut or something like that decided to move to Oregon and all of a sudden become a lumberjack. I've been doing this crap my whole life, cutting wood and whatnot. It's not, people don't wear that crap in real life, you know. All the people you see on YouTube, you know, for instance, you know, maybe Wrangler Star. I really like his videos. He's a really good guy, it seems like. And I'm a subscriber. I watch every video he puts out. I really like his take on things. And, you know, he wears all that stuff, and that's good for him. In real life, people aren't like that. It just doesn't happen. I mean, and by real life, I mean real life in rural communities. I don't mean Wrangler Star is fake. I don't mean that, you know, when the camera's off, he goes and cuts without all that stuff on. I'm sure he wears it all the time, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to do that, that's great. I live in southern Missouri, and anybody else who lives anywhere rural will tell you, you don't wear that junk when you go to the dang woods. You just don't. You know, it's hot, it's encumbersome, you know, you can't move as well, you can't hear. Like the hearing protection, I've got some. And I'll use it when we're milling lumber, because it's a steady, irritating rhythm, the sound of the saw when you're milling like that. But when I'm cutting up something like this is dangerous. This thing is up on the stump, it's about ready to fall. You know, once I start cutting through there, I want to be able to hear the cracking of the wood. I want to know before something happens. You know, I don't want to be blocked to the world and then have this thing fall on me and kill me. Or grab my saw and cut my leg half off and I'm out here by myself. So, I would recommend gloves. Most of the folks I know don't even wear gloves. They've done hard work their whole lives and their hands are basically leather anyway. And so it's not very bothersome to not wear gloves. Which I don't wear gloves half the time, but I will this time. Just for dragging brush and whatnot, but like I just wanted to say that this is real life, you know. You don't go to like the middle of Arkansas and see a bunch of guys from a town of 500 people out in the woods with orange chaps and crap on. It just doesn't happen. It does not happen. You know, old timers, my uncle, you know, my grandpa, they cut wood for years and years, 60 years of their lives or whatever. You know, they're not missing any fingers, they're not missing any legs or anything like that, you know. Accidents happen. I mean, even if you're wearing all that stuff, accidents still happen. But people don't really wear all that stuff. It just doesn't happen. Not around here, anyway. Alrighty, well, I guess we'll top off the gas and oil and we'll get to it. And by the way, I only run Steel brand bar and chain oil, the good stuff. And I only run 89 octane gas and Steel high performance synthetic engine oil. I want to give this thing every chance it's got to last a long, long time. Another thing I'll mention, this saw is heavy. I do wish I had a smaller saw to do this with. But you got to work with what you got. I mean, I can only manage to wield this thing for maybe 10 or 15 minutes at a time, and I got to put it down because I can't hardly pick it up anymore. But you got to do what you got to do. Work with what you've got, not what you wish you had. Sit around wishing you had this and wishing you had that, and you'll never get anything done. Even if you got to use a dadgum crosscut saw or something, eventually you will be done. It might take you 20 years, but if that's what you got, that's what you got. I do recommend when you're cutting to only wear long pants and some good boots. You know, I've even, around here seen people out in shorts and, tennis shoes cutting wood, and they're just fine, I don't recommend that. My legs get all scraped up and I don't like it. So I would not recommend that. As I said earlier, I'm not wearing the hearing protection when I'm cutting this kind of stuff up, because I want to be able to hear the wood cracking and whatnot, because this thing is sitting kind of crazy. I'll come adjust the camera and show you how it's sitting. Yeah, you see that? That is a dangerous, dangerous situation. That's why I need to be able to hear what I'm doing. Well, here we go with this big mamma jamma. See, even that right there, just lifting the saw up past your waist, it'll wear you out quick. It's heavy. Now, I had a 20-inch bar on it with a regular wood cutting chain, just a regular, chain to cut firewood. But there was a tree over there that pinched the bar and bent it, so I'm having to use this ripping chain. It's working pretty good. It goes through it, so. Well, I'm going to get this cut up. I'm going to turn the camera off. Well, my hands got sweaty, so I lost the gloves. I'll have to put them back on to drag the brush. Let's start this mamma jamma again.